Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is that time. It's finally here. Subnautica full release. Been waiting for this day since I played through as much as the game was completed when I bought this. When they gave you a $10 coupon for anything 15 and up. And at the time, it was $15 because it was still in like super beta. But I didn't know that. But full game now. Gonna be able to experience it to the fullest. Use my previous knowledge, etc., etc. I want to do hardcore, but I'm pretty sure I've died at least once or twice in every game, in every previous playthrough that I've tried. Usually because I was just experimenting. So I'm gonna just do survival. And turn up my brightness. There we go. And away we go. Loading screens are still probably pretty long, but that's nice. They put a little penguin thing as the loading screen. They didn't used to have that, so that's cool. This is gonna be not edited, it's just gonna be raw. I'm just gonna roll with it, not gonna touch it really, see how it turns out. Can't be bothered to deal with the mixing at this moment. Just want to get this started and see where it takes me. How many? Wonder how many episodes it'll take, if there are episodes at all. It's just the first startup. When you load the game, everything else is pretty smooth once you start playing. So after this, it should be smooth sailing. Up until the next time.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research isn't everything.
It is to me. And Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 speed. Surface temperatures. Drop pod deployed. Blueprint synthesized.
So this is something I didn't know at first, at the start when I first played it. Either because it wasn't in the game, or because for some other reason. Let me actually turn off VSync, if possible. I cannot turn off VSync from here. Oh, there it is. Don't need VSync, it's whatever. is that there's some items that drop around here. Don't pay attention to all the meteors. I'm pretty sure none of them can hit me. I should be A-okay. If I get headshot, that's fine. But yeah, there's a, as you can see, the big one on the left is temperature. You can't freeze to death in this game. It does take a slight second. They give you a little breathe, a little moment to...
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Yes, these are heat lilies, something like that, from what I remember. Once I get the scanner, I'll be able to tell you more. You'll be able to read more about them. But that's a nice freaking cutoff point, I guess you could say. The meteor shower just stops as soon as you pass that sort of threshold there at in the path. Just double checking to see if I didn't miss anything, because it does actually leave you some pretty good items. The nutrient block, going by inventory over here, is 3/4 of your food, which you can see down here. It is the orange one. Fills up 3/4 of your food, and I believe the water fills up a quarter. Yeah, regular filtered water. Oh, looks like it just, I guess it just spawns some more real quick. I'm not gonna complain. Can I crouch? I remember being able to crouch, but maybe I can't do it. Oh no, you can't crouch, that's right. I had the thought of being able to crouch, but it was really a bug that let me get into this one zone. I'm sure I'll be able to show it at a later time. But for now, just make our way over to the drop pod so we can actually get started on some of these things. Very nice game. Even when it was in beta, it was very nice to look at. Hope the compression doesn't mess it up too bad, or my recording settings or anything. But like I said, it's nothing to worry about. You'll get the idea. We got a wetsuit on, so we'll be fine. As you can see, we even out on temperature once we're in the water. So once you're in the water, it comes down to oxygen. At least for now.
New creature discovered.
Found the drop pod.
I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B, when we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha Ayu I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
Thank you, Lillian. Very nice. Dear Miss Ayo, on behalf of Zeta Landon, 4546B Robotic Section Leader, and Ninja Cormac, President of Altera Transgov, I regret to inform you of the death of Samantha Ayu. She died on planet 4546B, regrettably, as the result of injuries sustained in an accident arising from her own negligence. Please allow me to communicate the most profound condolences for the loss of your sister. While further details are unavailable, Receive contact, yada yada. Here's some payment for your dead sister. Questions, send a thing through whatever means of communication.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Altera, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little oxtrabite. I'll leave the starchy tubers nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you.
Nice. We love to see it. The mechanical avian amphibian. I'm assuming that's what that is.
4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that, but it's even harder to communicate. Well, let's see. I got your last message. Altera is not, as you put it, alterrorizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian, and hello to spy penguins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date, let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though. I know there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. All right, I gotta go. Later, baby sis. Love you.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
Forgot I can't crouch again, but it is starting to rain. In the game, at least. Oh wait, no, it's not rain, that's right. This is an extreme planet. What am I saying? There's no rain here. Only hail. And it suddenly stopped. Well. Never mind then. Let's see.
Hey, Robin. I got your Augie photo. Thanks so much for taking care of him, even though he's a cranky Hey! The nickname actually fits that way. A cranky potato. I know he can be a handful, but I really appreciate it. I'm a bit worried about my other baby, the mission. One of my penguins found something big. But Altera is just like, nothing to see here. Honestly, kinda glad you can't answer, so you can't, rub it in my face. Go ahead, bask in the fact that you were a little bit right about them. My project is on the line. My job, my safety. I heard about XenoWorks getting bought. I'm sorry. But at least you still have your job. Guess you're one of us now. Like it or not, welcome to the Altera family. I should probably go before I say something I regret. Love you. Keep your chin up. Eye on the alien prize. Hey, Robin. I'm sorry my last message was so awful. I've been under a lot of stress. I'm not sure what's going on with anything. I can't really talk about it either. Oh, and I'm definitely not dating anyone on this water planet. Don't know what I was thinking there. Have I told you how cold it is here? Get this. I can't even get my wash and go dry before the wind freezes the moisturizer in my hair. Wild, right? Well, anyway, I'm sure you're mad at me after what I said, but I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you. I'm sorry.
Freaking food message. Not worried about it though. Like I said, one of these, 3/4 of your hunger meter, instant. No problem. Might as well drink some water too.
Hey, Robin. I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is gonna happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. The cat should be called Potato. I admit it. Sorry. Bad attempt at a joke. I don't know what to do. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen Leviathan that's infected with Kara. Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments, a whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course. What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse, what if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
Wow. You know, these freaking weather environments have been keeping up pretty well with those messages. Okay, that's nice. Just a little, some flavor. And some more flavor. Just some things for people that might have just found out about this game and just bought it, you know? So that's nice. Which reminds me... Ah! I forgot, that's right. In the first Subnautica, the original Subnautica, had to answer a call from my parents. Anyway, what was I saying? In the first Subnautica, there was a first health fabricator in here. Just gonna go ahead and make that fish into a water bottle, as you do. Could have also cooked it, but we don't really need that right now. Go ahead and begin the process.
Should be able to use this.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
Oh boy. I should be fine. I'm gonna leave them for now. I was gonna go mess with them a little bit, but they'll be okay. Just not a rock. First order business is usually to make an expanded oxygen tank. But we'll see. That is a what I needed. Oh well.
Oxygen.
I was a little nervous about dropping into an unknown area, but luckily, this biome seems to have an abundance of minerals I can use for tools and upgrades. I didn't want another situation like Bazantos 5. When Xenoworks dropped me off, there were barely any resources. I survived off the land for 3 months with just a knife, my lucky PDA, and some rope. I am still kind of proud of that, though.
Nice. Let's see. Need tools. Scanner. Where are the batteries? Resources.
All right, I have a scanner.
Alright, so I'll be needing a knife. Begin the process of scanning everything.
Oxygen.
To what end? Who knows? It's been a while since I played this. Maybe they made a significant update to the scanner, the database and all that. But still, it's nice to have all this like extra sort of lore and data the devs put in, even if it doesn't do anything for you gameplay-wise.
New creature discovered. Oxygen.
Ah, yes. Forgot you can also run on land. Release him so I can scan him real quick. Grab him again. Just get that oxygen back.
Oxygen.
There's a piece right there. If you run out of oxygen, you start to black out. But like I said, it usually takes a second, same as a freezing. So it's not too bad. Like I said, I did tend to die at least once or twice just from pushing limits or just making bad calls, things like that.
Oxygen.
with the wildlife just a little bit.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Dangerous weather usually doesn't hurt you directly, but it does increase the rate at which your temperature gauge depletes. The flashlight is quite versatile, and it's super bright. I underestimated it the first time around when I started this game. I used to only rely on the Sea Glide flashlight, and compared to the actual flashlight, it is so weak. It's super weak. What's that? There's gonna be something glowing over there. Is it just the sunlight refracting off the ice? Looks like it might be a yes.
Oxygen.
The first hurdle. Not only is it acquiring a sea glide, it is also finding the little sacks. There we are. These sacks are super important for the early.
Oxygen.
You can also, as well, once you get the knife, you can cut up the creep vine as well. I'm sure the game will remind me of that once I grab it. And I believe you can use it to make medkits. To make the white mesh. It's not fiber mesh, because that's what you use the sacks for. Yes, so one sack makes 2 rubber. Make sure I make the bladder, because that thing will save your life. Oh, hit the fins as well. Move speed increase in the water. Get that.
If you are tired of hearing the word oxygen, the air bladder provides a significant upward thrust to help you get to air faster.
Yes. So this thing shoots you up from, if I remember right, this thing will shoot you up from 150 meters completely safe. If you are about to reach 0, or if you're already blacking out, it might not save you. But if you are about to reach 0 oxygen and you use it, it will get you up and to the surface in a jiff. See if I'll demonstrate it at a later time. Just get my bearings real quick. Pretty sure the only thing you can make with these is silicone, so yeah. So you make rubber with these, and the other one, the white one, is fiber mesh, if I'm not wrong. Yes. Get rid of the knife. You I got all of those. There we are. And a wire kit. And I'm sure we'll need some more stuff in a second. Put most of these flares away. Ribbon plants, all that. Pretty much all this crafting stuff for now. Don't need it. And then we'll cook some of those. Because these things, the hoopfishes are useless, if I remember right. They're pretty much only for food. But just in case, let's check the log on them. Small school mentality prey fish with a unique method of propulsion and a distant relative of the bladderfish. So you can see there, gives you a nice little x-ray, things like that. Threat level, super minimum. Rather than swimming, this life form uses the fine green antennae, or antenna, I'll just say antenna, which encircle its body to alter the composition of the water in front of it, allowing it to sail into the low-density space created. Nice. Camouflage, active at dawn and dusk. Schools of hoopfish will perform periodically and evade predators en masse. This behavior is more social than it is defensive. Lone hoopfish are often found hunting for food and displaying generally curious behavior. Edible. Bladderfish. Minimum threat level. The front view is something. Unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless and bears little resemblance to the other life forms around it. Bladderfish is able to filter air and seawater into its cavity through a unique membrane, which surrounds its spine like a bladder, allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way, and adjust its buoyancy. Can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low velocity guided propulsion through its vascular open-ended tubing. Oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night, its only identified defense mechanism is that it is composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage. I can eat it and it'll add oxygen to my tanks. Interesting. Then my brain has application as a natural water filter. So if I eat it, I get water and oxygen. That being said, let me make sure I have my knife equipped. My air bladder. And that. Go back to the creep vines. Get some of those. No sun, unfortunately. It said these were carnivores, but they're pretty okay for now, so no worries. Oh, the peeper. I haven't scanned it.
Blueprint synthesized.
Just like that.
Oxygen.
You just cut them up. Get some of that. Nice, just enough to make 3. Grab my titanium. Boom. Standard OT.
Adding additional blueprints to your databank.
Thanks.
The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
That's a weird way to put it. at the air pump. You can cure food and make it last longer, because it does spoil over time. Nice, nice. For now, I'm just gonna try to acquire as many resources as I can and finish off my sea glide. After you finish that sea glide, it's just like going from sticks to spears. Or from one horse to two. You go from riding a horse to riding a carriage. Monkey. Gotta be careful with these. They're quite mischievous. Let me see if they'll take the fish. Ah. So they won't take the fish. But if you're holding something in your hand, they might just grab it out of your hand. And they'll grab anything that I guess isn't a fish. Let's see if I can get my pal to do it. Just for experimental sake. Here's this flashlight. They get curious, just walks up and runs your pockets.
Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby.
And what they'll do, I believe, is take it to their nest. Oops. Looks like this guy's just chilling with it though. And it's nice that it stays on. Did not expect that actually. As you might imagine though, a sea monkey is no match for a fully ascended Homo sapien. They'll just let you take it back with no fight. With no problem. Huh. Last fragment.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
No problem, no problem. Oxygen plants are incredibly overpowered. Ooh, I heard a predator. It's my sign to head back. And if you scan something you already have the blueprint for, you just get your money back. Or I guess you just get some titanium.
Oxygen.
Yes, yes. I have enough inventory space to keep acquiring anything I might need. No copper. Yet. There's one. And we need gold too. Ooh. Good? Ah. Yes. So there are, what would you call them? Fishers? Not sure. But there are places where there's an opening of just straight resources. And we love to see it. This leads back to the crash site. And if I'm not careful, I might just meet up with some of those ice shooters. Let's see if we can't see one in action. Doesn't look like there's one in view. I'm not too keen on getting frozen right now. Need to find table core. And some gold. Let's make a computer chip. We just have to go into the nesting zone. Check it out. See if I can't find anything. There are some dangers in here. I believe this is the gold dog route. Silver, never mind. Ah, there he is. Come here, loser. I thought I got him. But it seems
Warning. 30 seconds of
blew up
oxygen
anyway.
remaining.
But yes, those are sulfur fish. I don't know what they're called exactly. Ooh, creature egg. No worries. There's an oxygen pipe right there.
Oxygen.
No worries.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh. Nice, actually didn't murder us. Alright, here we go. Don't feel like swimming up.
Oxygen.
I just right click. This thing shoots me straight out of the water. Just like that. It refills once you make it out into open air. And you just have that. It's really important. Unlucky that I didn't get any silver, but what can you do? Here we are. Usually, I would be greedy in that I would, because this game, unless they, no, there's no way they would have fixed it. In this game, you can use a used up battery for the creation of a new item. So if I wanted to, I could use up the battery in my scanner or my flashlight, because I believe those are the only powered things. Oh, whoops, I should eat these. Making me thirsty, but that's okay.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yeah, if you get too hungry or you get too thirsty, you start to lose health, HP. Let's grab this. Doesn't seem too many crash fish in here. Get some free titanium. Get this nest. Sometimes they'll have items, but sometimes not. Let's go.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, this is pretty quintessential. The air bladder. Oh, I need a grab some sacks. Need to grab up on that sack. Could drop something. I actually need to drop something. I'll just go back and make some water. Because the sacks do take up 4 slots. And I have none at the moment. So here, I'll just replenish my oxygen. No need to go up or anything. Usually gives you about 10 seconds. 10, 15. Make some water. 6 ounces of water. That's not a cup. Weird. Never realized you don't even get a full cup of water. What can I do with all this titanium? Probably nothing for now. So I'll just put most of it away. I'll make myself a med kit, since I did get damaged. Shouldn't be necessary to use it right now, but it's nice to have, as you can see. Flashlight standing. Did it use up some of the battery when the monkey had it? Nice. Got that thing on me. Just activate it real quick. That's nice. Let's grab some sacks. Get around to making this battery and stuff in a second. Should grab some more on the way back, some ribbons. I don't need it. No need to grab some more titanium right now.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
This is the Predator Isle. That's what I will call it. There's usually a fella or two around here. Oh! That's right, I can't just ping. I'm playing too much Apex.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen
I don't know how
remaining.
to send you. That is, I don't have my compass yet. I'll remember the direction once I get to my control pod. Or the, I already forgot what it was called. Emergency shuttle, whatever. Drop pod. It's just called drop pod, ain't it? Bro. Let's make a loop. Grab a battery and some more. Have just enough. I'm not going to be greedy. It's pretty necessary to have that thing. And my 1 titanium. Deploy.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light and map.
me make that real quick. Door. Nothing big. Might be calling it soon. My mother's novella is on. I think this is a good place to stop. Let me just show off the sea glider real quick. There it is. It's got a three-dimensional map. That's a nice speed. And just for the sake of comparison, here is the Sea Glide flashlight. And here's the regular flashlight. Big diff. The map is, you know, whatever. Oh, they made a slight improvement to it, actually. I was never able to understand this before. It's actually kind of viable to use. I made that. Just unpin it. Yep. Oh, that's right. I'll check out that one place before. It was right there.
Oxygen.
Give or take. Jesus. Tell myself first.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Oxygen. New blueprint synthesized.
There we go. 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 There we go.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
There are a lot of crash fish around here. There we are. One of the only ways to get sulfur in the early game. Are those big? They are not. Just grab a few. Please.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Seems he might have killed the fish. No, they ate that. Nice. Well done, boys. Another creature egg. I'd prefer sulfur, if I'm being honest. Perhaps. Ooh.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Grab trap bag. Is that a pipe? Just a rock.
Oxygen.
Yeah, whatever, honky. Jeez. Sand.
Calorie intake recommended.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm a gamer. Oh, nice. Creature egg. Not sure what I can do with those at the moment. Hopefully something cool. Where am I? I am in need. Ah! No, thank you. You might not have been able to
Warning.
know, but
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
spotting my boy over there just gave me shivers. I didn't know how I
Warning.
was, so
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
200 meters. Ah, there they are. The off-brand shark boys. We love them. Since I'm here, I do have to get these. Two of them.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
That's one. Hey boss. Hey boss, chill on me. A little close there. I should try to get as many
Oxygen.
as I can while I'm here. Let's see. See? If I didn't have that, I would have just died there. It's gonna pass 100, but I should be fine.
New blueprint synthesized. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
That should be okay. I got my cheat code on me.
New blueprint synthesized. Oxygen.
Yep. About 150 meters, give or take. Ooh, a bio ring. Is that a felon here? No.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Did I pass some? It's a fabricator. Did I pass something? Oh, I can eat these. Probably shouldn't.
Warning.
It's
30
just
seconds of oxygen remaining.
not a big deal. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. Make my way back.
Oxygen.
Should be able to make my repair. Oh, I was flying. Should be able to make my repair tool. If I could acquire a... Central. If I acquire some gold, that would be great. Yep, nice. Nice. I think I'll call it on the... Ah. It's like a crocodile. The penguins or penguins. Jaw snaps so hard. It just creaks like a sound of violence. That thing sounded crunchy. Luckily enough, you don't actually need to make... Oh, I can make that super easy. Yeah, let me ping that. White stick. Mineral detector. And habitat building. Nice. What was I gonna make? The repair tool. There's one. Just have to make the glass. And instead of making a new one, all you gotta do is unequip this, but I have no space right now. Put these creature eggs in there. The pustules, I don't know what those do, actually. I'll keep the other thing for now. I'll keep this as it is for the moment. We just net gain, just a free upgrade. We'll finish it off with some more art. Yeah, that's already on. 90 seconds of oxygen. Nice. Because at the moment, that seems like good enough amount of progress. Let's see. We'll check the story.
Picked up what sounds like a distress call. Who or what is out here calling for help? Didn't sound human. Maybe it's from a remnant of architect technology. In her message, Sam's colleague did say there was something important here. Even if it's just a mimic from one of the more intelligent aquatic specimens, that could be a major find. Or if it's from Altera, it could have bearing on what happened to Sam. I should definitely check it out. Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby. If I didn't know better, I'd say they're after my supplies. In goes the battery and titanium, out comes a scanner. Every xenobiologist's favorite tool. This planet has some fascinating flora and fauna, and I can't wait to learn about them. This will also give me access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Altera left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints. That should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. Don't worry, Sam. I haven't forgotten I'm here for you. But it can't hurt to do a little research on the side, right? I know you would have done the same. I will find out what happened to you. I promise.
Some A-level lighting. Developed an emergency defense mechanism based on mutually assured destruction. That looks intense. Right there. Sulfur plant has evolved to feed on sulfuric compounds secreted by the crash fish. There's a nest within its leaves. Nutrients from larger crash fish. Equip stasis rifle, repulsion cannon, or similar before approaching shallow caves. I have none of those. I hope they're actually in the game. And not just like, you know, flavor. Sufficient speed. How interesting. Penguin. Oh, that's terrifying. Young penguins sent to huddle on dry land awaiting their next meal. Consume almost exclusively fish regurgitated by the adults in the huddle. Stay to the center of the huddle. If separated from the huddle, the adults will become agitated and begin searching for their young penguins, so please don't do this. And they are harmless. Okay. Penguin. That's still terrifying. They are a low-level threat, apparently. Bird-like creature hunts small fish below the water, huddles and packs on the ice, consumes small fish, regurgitates them to the young. Retractable tail and claws allow for fast evasion of predators underwater and maximum grip on the ice. Sharp teeth concealed inside the beak. Can tear chunks out of aggressors and prey alike. I believe it. Sea monkey nest. Large bowl-like structures made of sediment, plant matter, and sea monkeys. White flat tails pack the material. They form the structure of a nest. Naturally curious creatures drawn to metallic materials, which they reinforce the sides of their nests with. That makes sense. That makes sense. Look at this freaking goober. Medium-sized and intelligent herbivore which shows great interest in other life forms and their possessions. More research is needed to understand this life form and its behavior. Two finger-like appendages on each forearm are tipped to suction pads to run your pockets. Alright, I see those. I see. Large turquoise crest is made of rigid bone. Possibly used as RAM. As a RAM. Not as, again, random access memory. Sea monkeys roam the ocean almost playfully, largely fearless of predators. So they're like the capybaras of the sea world, I guess. Form small nests, hoard objects. Unknown purpose. Investigate with caution. Yeah, they're harmless, man. Camouflaged against the ice, the Arctic peeper. Like the common peeper, it is fast and relatively intelligent, survive in large numbers. Ice clops. Suggest ice clops. Letterfish, etc., etc. Okay. All this other stuff is probably not so necessary. Yeah, this just tells you what the outcrop is, what it can do for you. Metal has been hardened against erosion. Interesting. Table coral, each disc has an individual colony of microorganisms filtering nutrients from the water. Growth patterns indicate the colonies are in direct competition for positions current. Malleable, softly pulsating. Turns rigid, defense with physical assault. Exploitable and computer chip fabrication. That's interesting. Wow. This popped up. What is this? Delta Station Dock.
Alterra beacon signature detected. Unique identifier. Delta Station Dock.
Yikes, that's pretty far. Nice.
Delta Station. This is the place Lil mentioned in her message.
Nice. Let's go ahead and save here. That was a really quick save. Alright, that is all for Subnautica for now. I'm not going to rewatch this video, so any comments on the quality or anything, questions, concerns, critiques, leave a comment, because I will not be listening to my own voice this time around. All you. That's where we'll be. Until the next time, I guess.